There is a virus of lies that are as dangerous in the virtual world as the coronavirus is in the real world, right? When you get infected by the virus of lies, it changes the way you look at the world. And just like if you were a drug addict, it takes years to rehabilitate. Because really, this is the question. How do you build trust, right? Because to do anything, you need to have trust. Well, the problem is that our information ecosystem today is the new gatekeepers is technology, and they have made facts now debatable, which has led to the breakdown of trust. Because the Philippines, believe it or not, according to the Cambridge Analytica whistleblower, is the petri dish of where all of this is. We are where the experiments happen. Did I mention Filipinos spend the most time on social media globally for the 6th year in a row? What's the role of social media, right? What's wound up happening is that social media has become a behavior modification system. This gathers your data. It's with you all the time, right? So everything you post on social media is pulled together by machine intelligence to create a model of you that knows you better than you know yourself, right? When that model is there, artificial intelligence comes in and at scale takes your weakest moment to a message and serves it to a company. That's the new advertising, or to a government. That's the new propaganda. And the thing is, whether you click or not, the machine continues, because if you click, that's more data. If you don't click, that's also data. If you were pro Duterte and you grew your network with the recommendation of friends, you move further right. And if you're anti-Duterte with friends of friends, you move further left. That's 2016, 2017, 2018, right? And so that splintering of society, the creation of filter bubbles, Eli Pariser called it that, allowed these groups to create their own facts, right? i.e., they don't see the other sides. They don't see any other sides. They only, it's the cognitive bias that creates that. And what that means is if you have no facts, no shared facts, you don't have truth. If you can't have truth, you don't have trust, right? And if you don't have any of these things, that tears democracy down, because without shared realities, we cannot solve, we can't do anything meaningful.
But these are fanatics. How do we change that mindset?
You have to look at your communities, and I'm really glad you pull your communities together. You always have been a community, but now you have to be stronger, and look at what actions will have impact.
Knowing what we know now, how can the behavior changing tactics not be used again to steal the Philippine elections in 2022?
It will be used. That's part of the reason I'm so vocal about legislation, right? We will lose before we even begin. So you're in the US, guys, please demand accountability, demand that the tech regulations. That's the only thing,
Is there anything that we can learn from the previous US elections that we can use in the upcoming elections in the Philippines?
A lot. Look, quick action, no fear, coalition building.
Do you have to have a unifying figure like a Ninoy Aquino, Cory Aquino to make dramatic changes in the Philippines?
Right now, a lot of the world's decisions for every one of our democracies is being determined by those with power and money before we even go to the vote, right? Move away from the formula. You have to trust our people a little bit more. I think that people are looking for hope. I actually believe there will be a disruption, because the status quo can't stay the way it is. Mm-hmm. We've normalized violence, we've normalized incompetence, we've normalized silence. I think that's changing, and I don't know what will happen. But I do think something will happen, because Filipinos know, want, build. So you guys have a lot more than our mass base does. So please help.